Today I want to go over a feature in Raid Shadow Legends that makes completing faction wars so much easier. And this feature is way overlooked in the game. Basically, what you do is you go to your most powerful characters, you go to filter, and then you click preset manager underneath my QR code there. And then what you do is you click this save button and then type the character's name so you don't forget it later. Click Save as Global Preset. Go and do this for all of your top power characters that you have the best stats on, okay? So we're going to do the same for Michelangelo, Preset Manager, Save, call that Mikey. Make sure you click Save as Global Preset. Do it for a few attack characters, right? Do it again for Tholin. Click Save as Global. And then you do the same for support characters. So we've got our Cardial here. We go Filter, Preset Manager, Save, Cardial, and Save as Global Preset. And then we'll do like a speed gear, maybe, for example. For example, on Armand's here. Go like that. Save as Global Preset, Armand's. And then this is where it gets interesting, okay? Now, before I show you how this special feature is useful, click the link in the description right now or scan the QR code above to get all of these champions as you play, including Michelangelo, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle in Raid Shadow Legends. This is only for new players, so take this opportunity to create a new account right now and get all of these champions as you play. So how do we use this feature then? What's so special about it? Well, now that we've got a few presets, what we can do is go to Faction Wars, right? Let's see what we've got. Barbarians. Okay, we're struggling on this stage. Let's look at our barbarian teams. Right, we've got Armand, we've got Scylla the Drakes, we've got War Maiden, Haikatoon, okay? And this random guy. Not great. So let's see what his name is. Jotun. Okay, so now what we do is we go to these characters like Scylla of the Drakes, and then we go resets, right? And then we choose a global preset. Let's try on the Alice one. And just like that, we've taken our gear off of Alice and put it on Scylla the Drakes, and now her power rating's 58,000. Not bad. All right, let's do the same for Haikatoon. Here's a support character, so we can go Filter, Preset Managers, and we can try, let's see who we've got. Maybe Cardial's gear? Let's equip that. And now, her power rating's 43,000. Not too bad. All right, let's go further, right? We've got this very bad champion that we kind of just have to throw in there, right? But we could at least go and take him and get his gear from another character just to temporarily boost up the power. And we know it's not going to matter because we don't have to spend any gear cost on it now, right? No silver cost. So we can just later on put it back onto our main characters. We could probably go to the tavern and upgrade Jotun a little bit. Feel kind of bad for this guy, you know. Maybe just like max out his level, you know. Just so he's not feeling a little bit sad on his own. And we could even maybe ascend him up to 3 stars just so that he has a bit more power. You know, he's only a 4-star guy on his own because we don't have many barbarians. But, you know, he's got 21,000 power. So now, when we go to the Barbarians faction... Okay, there we go. That's the team. So I couldn't clear this stage before. And all I've really done is just swap around some gear. We did level up Jotun, of course. But let's see if we can clear this stage. Well, so far, it's looking pretty good. And all we've done is just move around gear, right? And later on, we can do the same for the next faction. And I'll show you that in just a second. You might need to spend a few brews to level up some low-level epic champions you've got lying around. But as long as you've got 1 or 2 60s and 50s to throw in there, you're going to be able to progress through most factions pretty easily with this strategy. Obviously, we're not doing the most amount of damage, but we should be able to clear this now, I hope. Let's see. And like that, we are able to clear this. So let's see how far we can progress through this now. And then I'll show you the next faction where we have not as many powerful champions. Obviously, we're lucky to have Armand, and we've got Scylla the Drakes as well. And I'll show another faction in a second. And just like that, we've managed to clear the next stages with a 3-star rating at that. So not even a single champion died there. That is a massive improvement to what we had before. Now, we can check the Dwarf Crypt and see about doing the same thing. Now, I got stuck on stage 16 here. Let's first see what Dwarf champions we have to build out. Obviously, I do have Tholin and Geo, so that's going to help. We've got Brogni. Obviously, this is going to help if you have stronger champions, but give this a go even on your weaker champions, and you might be surprised at the results. Filia. Okay, who else is this? We've got Morag, Bronzelock, Filia. Okay, so now what we can do is go like this, and to make things a little bit easier, you could actually filter it just so you don't get confused. Go faction and go dwarves. And then we are also going to need to go into our vault and just see if we can get the characters right. We need to send her to the collection and her as well. So that is going to be our team that we're going to build out. Tholin, well, first things first, we can, of course, go and put Tholin's preset back on him, right? Yep, that's going to work. Now his power is 6,000. Geo, we've already built up. Don't need to worry about him. Brogni, we've got a support champion here, so we're going to click on gear again, preset manager, and find a support champion. Let's try Armand's gear. Go on then, stick that on there. 18,000 power. Okay, not the best, honestly. We should probably ascend him to level 3, and that's going to help a lot. So you know what? Looks like we don't have the potions for it. No problem. Okay, 18,000 power is looking pretty bad. I think that Armand's set is really only built for speed and accuracy. So instead, let's try a cardial build instead. Might be better. Where's that? There we go. Try on, equip that. There we go. 31,000 power. That's looking better. And we can just put a random ring on. Oh, we got a mythical ring there. Brilliant. Okay. And now we are going to do the same with the remaining dwarves. So we've done these 3. We now need to do Filia. She's an attack champion. So we go filter, preset manager, find an attack champion we've already built this thing for. Alice, best gear we have in the game right now. 24,000 power for her. Morag Bronzelock, a defense champion. So I don't have any defense presets built out right now. So I'm just going to stick on my Mikey stuff for the time being. 18,000 power. Another random ring I didn't know I had. Okay. And I do think it's worth trying to get the Ascension on 3-star if you can. I don't have the resources for it now, though. We need to go and farm some potion keeps. Okay. Anyway, with that being said, we've improved our dwarf team. Let's see if we can progress through this. Let's put in our team. And let's go. All right, we only 1-starred that. Obviously, we had some weaker champions here, but we are making progress, which we wouldn't have otherwise been able to do because of this easy trick. So let's keep going for this final stage. Okay, weirdly enough, we somehow managed to do this next stage 3-starred. So maybe we just got unlucky with the other stage, but that's great. We've made progress on Faction Wars today, which we otherwise wouldn't have been able to. Now, remember something. You now need to go back before you go and do any other content. Come to your characters and put back their gear on, or you're going to be scratching your head wondering what's happened to your characters and maybe wasting Demon Lord keys and stuff. But that's a quick tip. Very useful. It's so good now because gear does not cost silver to remove and replace. So take advantage of this feature whilst you can. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the comments. Cheerio.